I'm a kid in the Midwest with big dreams. I've always wanted to become famous, go to Hollywood, do something really creative. I always knew that I would end up moving away at some point because I never felt at home in that small town. This is a small town where people get dressed up to go to Walmart because that's the best place to go, where you're going to run into your friends. This is a town where people use salt and pepper to season their food because there's other spices out there besides salt and pepper. So as a young, ambitious, artistic kid, there were lots of reasons that I didn't feel at home here. So I wanted to become famous, but I didn't know exactly how I was going to do it. I had a whole track planned out for myself. I moved away to boarding school. I went to Chicago for that boarding school. After that, I went to film school out in LA. I was really excited about that. Unfortunately, I had to pay for film school with a Navy ROTC scholarship. After I graduated from film school, I was jealous of all my classmates because they were moving on to Hollywood and to take entry-level positions doing the job that we all loved. Meanwhile, I was starting my career as a naval officer, and so while I didn't have the love of my job to keep me excited, I did have a paycheck, and it was a really good paycheck. That first paycheck was steadily growing because when you first come in as an ensign, it's only 2 years until you get promoted up to lieutenant junior grade, and then only 2 more years until you get promoted to lieutenant. I was really excited to buy my first condo, and I had a home equity loan that I used as a down payment on a house. And so now I'm a dual homeowner because just having one property, that's not enough. I needed to have 2 so I could really feel successful. I've got 2 properties that are upside down, and I ask myself, how did I get in this position when I've always worked so hard? I've always done everything by the book, gone so far from where I started, being back in Illinois. And that's when it occurred to me that this extreme situation of the real estate bubble bursting, that's what I needed, because I was set in this mode where I was a hamster in a hamster wheel. And I was used to the status quo where you go to a job every day and you're not supposed to like your job, and maybe you'll get paid more and more over time if you just put up with it. That extreme situation, it knocked me out of that hamster wheel, and I was sitting there basically in my hamster cage looking up at the wheel, and I asked myself, why did I ever do that? I can go back and pick up where I left off. I can be that kid. I can have those big dreams, and I can take things one step at a time and really put myself out there to make my dreams happen. And the reason I can do that now is because I don't have anything to lose. I feel like I'm in the best position to actually make those dreams a reality. And if I can always have a lesson I'm learning from every hard experience that comes down the road, then I have nothing to be afraid of anymore.
If you're having trouble with your home loan or think you may be headed to foreclosure, help is available. 211 San Diego can connect you with the community resources you need. You can dial 211 or log on to kpbs.org/mortgage crisis. We're facing the mortgage crisis together.